Anyway, welcome. We got a little distracted there. We were talking off air. Welcome to the Insta Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an Insta Classic, as you know by now. But we're gonna say it every time anyway, just to pound it into your skull, kind of like WWE pounds John Cena into. Anyway, but this isn't about John Cena. We got a quick video for you. It shouldn't take too long. Had a really good Night of Champions. I think we all agree that we enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't the best pay per view we've seen, but it was pretty good. But unfortunately, out of that, we did get a bit of a scare. Looks like we're out of, it's not as bad as it could have been, but uh, unfortunately, Sting did suffer an injury. Something with his neck. I don't know exactly. I just saw on social media. I read up a little bit about it. So I don't know all the full details. I do know that they said he went for CAT scan and MRI the other day. I don't know if it was yesterday or Monday. I don't know. But they said there was no fracture, there was no break or anything. But they're still, kind of worried just with his age and everything. WWE officials have said if he gets back to 100%, they're going to be kind of leery of, putting him back in the ring again. Just because, with age anyway, you kind of get fragile, unfortunately. Things happen. I don't know exactly what happened in the match. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again. Because I don't remember seeing anything that looked too bad or or out of the ordinary. So I'm gonna have to go watch that again. But I just wanted to kind of come on and talk about it a little bit because it's one of those things that we love seeing these kind of legends come back, and this is kind of the worst case scenario we don't want to see. We never want to see them getting injured. We never want to see a career-threatening injury, which is it could have been, and just any neck injuries in general. Unfortunately, we've had guys in the past who've had neck injuries. Daniel Bryan is fighting neck injuries, as we know. Edge unfortunately had to retire because of neck injuries, and now Sting. We don't know what's gonna be going on in the future for him. Any thoughts on this? I know you didn't know too much about it until I kind of brought it up to you, but any thoughts on his injury or what this brings?
Yeah, it's. I guess it could be worse. As far as he could be, really high in demand. As far as having, a heavy schedule with WWE. I feel like just recently he kind of has had more of a heavier schedule with WWE. So I feel like, you know, with him being part time, it will give him probably a chance to heal up. But I'm not really sure what they wanted to do with this Seth Rollins storyline right now. Um, Especially the way Seth won. He didn't necessarily win dirty, but he kind of won. Kind of sneaked away with a win more than anything. So I don't know. It's interesting. That it's a neck issue. I'm not sure if he's had neck issues in the past or not. I'm looking up stuff to see if I see anything about the injury, and I don't see anything. But a lot of this stuff is from last night too. A lot of different news and stuff from last night. But I feel like it could be worse. He could be really high in demand as far as working full time, but right now he's kind of working part time. So um, he may not, you know, it'll give him a chance to actually heal up, which I think is a good thing because I think we're all kind of hoping for that Sting Taker match, but we also want Sting and Taker to be okay, going into it. So I feel like if that's the main match we're waiting for, then maybe give him a chance to heal up and everything. I actually got an article right here. It says it's not broken. He went to the hospital after the pay per view, had a CAT scan and MRI. He was able to walk after the event, but was not doing well. That's in quotes, not doing well. No fractures, which is good. So it may be something with the nerves, I guess, is what they're looking at. It happened after taking a turnbuckle power bomb. I said something about that. I was like, he took a lot of turnbuckle power bombs during that match, which I was a little bit surprised by, especially with probably the whiplash effect that you get from that move. Um, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it could be too serious, but um, it still seems like something that, especially with his age, maybe could be an issue, especially maybe even getting him in the ring for that one more match type of scenario.
Yeah, and that was one of the moves that I was I wasn't worried, I wasn't sure about because we saw him taking those turnbuckle power bombs, and it was kind of, you weren't sure if him being injured was in the storyline, if that was supposed to be in the match, or if he was actually injured. So it was one of those situations where we weren't really sure if that was a legitimate, he was actually injured. So now we know. Um, and we all do want that, that one last match, that dream, Taker Sting match. And I'm sure both of them, if they had that match, would want to be at 100%, for that one last match. So, hopefully this isn't too bad, and he can heal up. Hopefully, Taker's doing well too, because we haven't seen him in a little bit. He's part time too, so
I, I know Taker's got to be doing pretty decent, because I know he's supposed to wrestle at Hell in a Cell against Brock Lesnar, so that's a good sign for Taker.
yeah. So I mean, we'll just unfortunately, this is one of those things we have to take it one day at a time. Read all the updates and everything. Hopefully, um, WWE will kind of let us know as we go. Hopefully they won't Daniel Bryan him and completely forget that he exists after his neck injury, because that's what they did with Daniel Bryan for a while there. um, but yeah, we just wanted to come on and to talk about it a little bit, because it was unfortunate, but like we said, it could be a lot worse. He could be a lot worse off. It sounds like it's not, it's something that he can come back from what we're reading. Hopefully that is the case. Hopefully there's nothing too serious wrong, but just hopefully they give him enough time to really recuperate and kind of get back to 100%. They don't push him. Hopefully he doesn't push himself too much, because athletes in general and professional wrestlers are notorious for wanting to push themselves, to get back earlier than sometimes maybe they should. So hopefully he doesn't try to do that. But yeah, that's gonna be our video for tonight. Hopefully we were gonna get TNA out tonight, but somebody didn't finish the Lethal Lockdown match, so we have to wait till tomorrow to do that. So everything's gonna get pushed back because of a certain uh host of the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast. Uh but we will see you guys. Peace.